Hey, Ron's Bass Lessons. We got Criminal by performed by Fiona Apple, and it's basically a minor blues, which is pretty cool, I think. And it's in the key of C minor, I believe. Okay, so you basically have you're playing a lot of root notes, which I think is great because there is a criticism some bass players are over players. There are a few little fancy little riffs in there, I believe, that are done, but I don't think they're deal breakers either way, whether you do them or not. And that's one of the nice things about when you cover a song, you make it yours. So what you think works as long as you're playing the right basic, covering the right chords. Okay, so it has an intro and an outro on C minor, and it's kind of like the riff is sort of like this. It's stating the C minor chord is basically what it's doing with some rhythm. Now that is not probably exactly what he's playing, but it's very, very similar, and there are no shortage of transcription, so if you really want the exact note for note, you can get it, but I think that states it and keeps the rhythm just fine. So that happens, I believe, 4 times through that C minor. Okay, so you're basically hitting the C on the 3, and then your I hammer from F to G, from B flat to C, and then I hit that minor third, which is what really gives you, it's a minor chord. Okay, so, and then I do it like I do like a question and answer. I do that once, and then I just C, G, B flat, C. That's just the way I do it, and like I said, it's very, very similar to what's going on there, but it definitely gets the job done in my opinion. Okay, so then the verses are, the actual verses are easy. It's just A to F, and it's really, officially, it's A minor to F7. So if you're a music theory person, you want to play around with it, you could certainly do something similar to what you did with the C, and you could state the minor third of the A. But I don't actually do that. I think it feels better just to stay on that root and let the other instrument. I guess it depends on who's in the group that you're playing it with. Sometimes I'll use the G as a passing tone, but anyway, yeah, you just do that like behind the verse. I've been a bad girl and all that, and then the pre-chorus is actually interesting, and it's actually kind of, in my opinion, kind of unusually long for a pre-chorus, but I think it works great, man. So your pre-chorus is going to be C, B flat, F. And then it's going to be C, B flat, A, or A minor is the chord behind it. So you're going to go C, B flat, F. Then you're going to go C, B flat, A minor. And that's where you might, I've never really tried that, but it just occurred to me that would be a place where you could actually state the minor third on the A minor. But either way, that's the change. And then that's the first half of the pre-chorus, and then it just does this like sort of climb back. C, B flat, A flat, G, F, and then A flat again. So the whole pre-chorus is up on that A flat, and then the chorus, and the chorus is twice through just 2 chords, F7 and C minor 7th. So it's third time through, it does a climb back following the F and the C. So. I like to hit that octave. So yeah, so you're basically doing the second half of the chorus is doing mostly the same climb back as you did in the pre-chorus, except it doesn't land on the A flat seventh. It resolves on that F. All right, and then oh, by the way, as always, I normally either have tab or chord charts or something. So I work off a chord chart for this one when I was learning it, because the bass is, you know, I didn't really feel I needed the bass tabbed out on this. So I do have that. So just email me the email at the end of the video. I'll be happy to send it to you. It's all, you know, there are transcriptions all over, but if you want my exact one that I worked from, I'll no problem sending it to you. The only other part of the song then is going to be the bridge, and that is totally different than the other part. So that starts on E flat. I like to play it up here. I think it's just easier fingering and thicker notes. So it's E flat, B7, A flat 7, and then it's E flat, B7. I'm sorry. The first time it's E flat, B7, A flat 7, B7. The second time it stays on the A flat, E flat, B flat 7, A flat 7, and so it does that sequence through twice total. So it's like this. I would like to do that, and after that bridge, it just choruses out. I think there's only 2 verses in this song, if I remember correctly. Like I said, just a pretty cool modern blues type of song. So I think that should pretty much cover it between that and my hand tab. And as always, I did do a cover of it. So as long as YouTube or whatever doesn't grab me and say no, it's against copyright or whatever, it'll be up there, and it should be able to find on the same channel as this, so it should be pretty easy to find. It'll be posted pretty much the same day. So thanks for coming. I appreciate your patronage. If you like the channel, of course, like everybody says, like and subscribe and pass the word on. I really appreciate it, and I'll get another one done as soon as I can. Thank you for coming.